Hey guys, Scott with Home Perfect Restoration. We've been fielding a lot of calls from people that have been in these evacuation areas on what the next steps should be when they're allowed back in. I think that's incredible that these conversations are happening now because they're being proactive. A lot of people know that, this is devastating and there are way more people impacted than any local companies are going to be able to handle. And that's why there's companies mobilizing from all over the country. So I think it's important that you start interviewing restoration companies now. Get on their priority list so you're not stuck with whoever can just help you and not even knowing what their quality is, or you're stuck with a company that is here from across the country. And typically those people aren't really too invested in the community or care about their reputation in the community. So they probably don't have as much attention to detail and customer service that you're going to get from somebody that lives here and works here and cares about the people in this community. There's things that we're recommending to people that are calling, and that is, again, get on the priority list, find a company that you trust, get your questions answered, make sure this seems like a good relationship. But I would be working on getting with testing companies, which your restoration company should be able to align or help you with selecting that company, and let them test and identify all the potential hazards in your property to determine, is it even safe for you to return to that property right now? That's also going to help you if you're having an insurance claim to deal with your insurance company and navigating the correct path of repair or restoration process, right? Eliminate the opinions of, I think this should be done, I think that should be done. Have lab data to support. Does that HVAC system have to be replaced? Does the ductwork have to be replaced? Does the carpet have to be replaced? This will help you in coming up to, clear answers on what needs to be done and why. I would work quickly on getting contents out and process what can be potentially saved if cleaned right away versus what needs to be replaced. The home is going to be something that I know people want to, get back in their home as fast as possible. But you have to analyze each situation on its own merits, right? If you're just in an area that had a lot of smoke damage, you could probably move quicker on that cleaning than if you're in a home where in the neighborhood, maybe multiple homes had burned down and there's a lot of dry particulate that needs to be cleaned up. Like, you don't want to move too fast if you're going to have a bunch of cleanup efforts outside that's going to stir up all of this dry particulate and then potentially come back in and recontaminate your property. So there's a lot of companies that are going to mobilize here. They're going to look for, hey, how fast can I grab this revenue? How fast can I push through these houses? So make sure that these are questions that you're going to ask them. Like, when is the right time to start the cleanup efforts of my property? And you don't want to go too fast for that reason. So if you guys have any questions, we want to be a resource for the community. We're not going to be able to help everybody. But I have a lot of great contacts and friends in the industry that I trust, that if we can't help people, we're going to put you in touch with them and then have them be able to help you and do a good job. Like, this is where the community needs to come together. People need to support each other and make sure that health and safety is of the top priority. And we don't want people getting burned by the out-of-state contractors or by people that don't know what they're doing, and they're just coming in because they're seeing this opportunity to generate a bunch of revenue. Again, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to us anytime.